All right, and we are live. What is going on? What is up? Salute to the tribe. You guys, I stepped out here for a break. I'm probably gonna go back in here and do some cardio. I didn't get that full run in today, so I'm gonna put my running shoes on. I got back here and go back in here. Probably go live on TikTok. So hook this up to the charger while I'm in here, so I have the juice to go live from on TikTok. Let's oh shit. Ooh. Bear with me. There we go. But I wanted to just talk briefly about how you guys have to understand why women are so upset with you. Um, when it comes to why women are so upset with you when it comes to you being able to go overseas, get in shape, look better with age. So they have this handout. Life gives them this handout. Life is on easy mode for them until they get older. But if they play their cards right when they're older, they'll never really need to have to work hard. But a lot of women, I was watching a video from a content creator, one of these lady content creators. I can't remember her name is, or which one it was, but she was talking about this woman who was on the Kendra G show, and she was like, or maybe it was a dude that was doing a reaction to this, but she was in her 40s, and I don't really watch Kendra G, but it's just, I would never go on a dating show. I don't have lack of options like that. So, being 40 and seeing women 41, 42, 43 on Kendra G, basically Kendra G's leftovers, because you see what they be, kind of women to be on there. And then it'd be talking like life just flew by. Like, oh, how are you 40 and in your 40s as a woman and you're still single? How are you an attractive 40-something-year-old woman and you're still single, right? And you're on a dating show. And make sure I preference it, it's a dating show, because, that's what I mean. Like, it doesn't look good. It looks like literally these women are like sleeping around with a bunch of men for like upwards of almost 20 years. Some people didn't even work a job for 20 years. They're out here getting smashed out for 20 to 25 years. Um, bro, and life is so good to them. They do no preparation. They never think about it. And then around 35 or 40, 41, they're acting like, oh my God, what happened with it's unbelievable to me. Men could never move like that. We can never not know what we need to be planning for and working for. None of it makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when these women see that you can not only, because a lot of women get off on trying to destroy you in divorces, breaking up with you in relationships. When they cheat, they do the most vile shit to try to hurt you. They feel weak. They want to take out on you the life that they feel like they're slowly getting drained from them, and then watching you get better and better. It just pisses them off. So, like, unfortunately for American people, like, black people have this idea of community, and they only really talk about it when they're trying to find a way to criticize you, but then like disguise it behind criticism. Oh, the black community. I was watching uh I ain't gonna lie to you. I was watching Lapeef. I know, you guys like, oh, start watching that. Listen, it's gotten better. Like, there was a Zenio chick on there who surprised the crap out of me, man. Like, midway through the live stream, she just like flipped the script and started talking like she had some sense. You know what I mean? So, like, there's reason for it. But I watch these live streams. I see these women, they just be mad, and then they use this black community thing, and then like this one black guy on there, like M White, and I don't know if this guy like I don't diagnose people, okay? Like I'm not even gonna say I think he has ADHD. He just played a lot of toys and stuff on the live stream and whatnot. But he says, yeah, the question was something like, are black women the reason why the black community is trash or something? That word community is just another way to shame black men and black women. No other group of people uses that crap, not openly out in public. But like this woman or this dude, he said he thinks that one of the reasons, the main reason for the downfall of the black community is that the black intellectuals are leaving the community and then moving overseas or whatever and procreating with women overseas. And do you see how this Negro tried to police black men? How would he know that unless he's watching black men go overseas, studying us, and then giving his goofy ass perspective? Bro, listen, man. What can you do when they're doing stuff like this? Like when you're a smart black man, you see what they're doing with this community word, and how these ratchet, half retarded, low IQ people are not a representation of all black people. We're not a monolith. So, we have groups that are highly intellectual and know how to move and are savvy. You know what I mean? And we kind of stay away from other groups of black people, but then they put us all in this pot. And then, you're out here running, making your escape, and then some Negroes just reaching, hard as he can. What about those niggas out there getting away, going overseas that are intellectual and taking all of their, intellect and giving it to other? Why are you worried about it? Like that you can't you you can't get away from these people. They won't leave you alone, right? Like they attach themselves to you through the word community, and it's never to put you up. It's always to find a way to put you down. How is it our fault? I don't even, bro, my kid is mixed. How is it our fault? How is it every black man's fault that there are black women out here that don't know how to pick right, keep picking these pookies? Now they have kids out of wedlock, and it's our fault because, we see that these women make us jump through hoops and be the best versions of any black man just to get a whiff of the box or the coochie, right? Whereas other groups of men have to do nothing, and if we're like, well, and then you see other, black men leaving the community and getting treated right by other groups of women that want to, treat them like the king they are. Why would you stay in that group? Like none of the stuff that they speak about makes any sense. And you're in a circle, like you're stuck in this circle talking, babbling nonsense where they're always finding a way to blame you, black man, for everything. Like you'll hear everything. Oh, these guys want to leave the community after wrecking the community. That Pookie that had a baby or making babies with a bunch of you raggedy ass Keishas is not leaving the community. That nigga has no money. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be right where he's at. You guys, you have to understand. All the trolling you do, you can't be seen on the screen until I click on you. This isn't the live streams I was doing earlier. So you have to chill out, okay? So it's just, to me, like, in my opinion, and also for y'all that are trolling, talking about I'm wearing shades and whatever stupid stuff, do you guys jump into faceless channels, their live streams, and say the same stuff? Like, do you jump in faceless channel live streams and mention, why are you not showing your face? Do you do that? I highly doubt it. He's not giving you the option of his face, so you're not even thinking about what he's wearing, right? But here you are able to see me, and because I'm wearing shade, you're trying to gaslight it. That's stupid. That's stupid. Huh? Anyway, again, your comments won't be shown until I click on them. And I'll click on your trolling comments so everybody can see how much people like to troll, even if it's in the middle of the night. But to me, man, it's like I'll put it like this. I can empathize with the American woman's pain, you know, in the sense of only this. They were sold this dream that they could do what they want, take as many sausages in the face, get worn out. By 33, their coochie is, like throwing a sausage down the hallway, no matter if she's white, black, Spanish, whatever. They got probably one child by 33, maybe even a divorce. I mean, and the coochie is blown. The prettier she is, the more blown it is, out. And her plan was to find a man that hasn't had that much box in his life, to just be glad to get that pretty face. And he doesn't know the trauma behind the mask, behind the makeup, behind the wig, behind the eyelashes. He don't know, how those Chads and Tyrones railed her out, had all holes, ATM, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just jumping right out the cooch, right into the mouth, not having to ask for nothing, her gladly swallowing. And then these guys would just be cleanup guys, but the guys are like, nah, we're not doing that no more. Like, that's just not going to happen anymore. So now they're like out here, washed up, bummed out, depleted, no soul left in their eyes, no twinkle, no nothing. And we're like, well, we're out of here, and we're looking, better than any generation of men around the age of 40, to what, 40 to 60. This is the best men I've ever looked. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand this. Listen, that show at Red Fox, Sanford and Son, those people were in their 40s and early 50s. Looked like they were in their late 80s, man. What are you talking about? So women have finally gotten a generation of men that are, fully developed, by 40, whatever and up, got their money and everything together, know what they want, and they can't have any access to us because we know our worth. And just because in the States, they built this fake reality where women are to be worshipped. And, in social media and cartoons, they've made it to where women are so smart. And the way that they prove that they're smart is by how clumsy, stupid, and retarded the males are. So as the males are trying to figure out how to remember to breathe and whatnot, the women are like, come on, stupid, it's in your nose and out your mouth, and this is how breathing works. And it's the most garbage, dumb shit, right? But if you go back in history and you look at it, older shows used to kind of like treat women this way. When you go back and look at the black and white shows, and they used to treat women like this, like they're just there for comic relief and, just to show how smart the men are. But, it's crazy how women went from being oppressed to trying to be the oppressor. Once getting a taste of power, wanting to fully, keep that power and doing whatever they need to do to keep it, while trying to trick you into thinking they're about this community crap. When you look at the numbers, right, and you look at how, I'm just speaking about the so-called black community, right? They're like, oh, we're the most race loyal. And it's like, well, black women have a lack of options. You get married at like a 23% rate, the lowest of all women, which means that, okay, most people date within their race, right? So races of women that are getting married at a higher marital rate or getting dated, by men outside the race more. So you're getting, the bare minimal of black men that would date you anyway, because most people date their own race. So, that race loyal thing is really just them flipping the script. They can't get any other race. So by default, they're race loyal. But then they're like, oh, we'll march for you and da 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 da. Yeah, but you also be marching for the rainbow community, right? And all that stuff. And then you have them trying to, replace you, and y'all got all this politics going on. But then whenever y'all want to insult one of us, straight men, you throw that community under the bus and start calling us down low and all. It's just a lot of weird ass politics going on right now in the States. And that community thing is trash. You know, you guys, black men are getting married in 30 something percent rates, could be a little bit higher than that. You know, we're like one of the most looked after, you know, sought after men, especially black American men, because when you watch, you know, guys that are traveling, Africans are impersonating and cosplaying American guys because we just have this aura and this energy about us that all women want overseas. So what happens in the States, instead of women being humble, they go what the machine has told them to do, which is mentally manipulate black men into thinking that they are not the gods that they are. They go right along with it. They have no problem with playing along with it while telling themselves they're goddesses. You're nothing but trash, but they're goddesses, you know. And then whenever these goddesses pick these horrible pookies and lay with them and make babies with them, then they want to go back and go to the community and say, you black men are not staying in the homes. No, you are not picking the black men that would stay in the home. You're picking some piece of shit that you want to lay with for whatever weird reason you want to lay with them. And then whenever you fuck up, you want to turn around and be like, oh, these black men in the community are leaving. Shut up, ho. I am tired of the circle talk. I am tired of you, you know, trying to pull me into this community shit. And I don't have nothing to do with no stupid stuff y'all be doing. I don't recklessly be out there dating. I don't recklessly be out there making a bunch of babies. I have one kid. You know what I'm saying? And I have full custody. I'm not playing with y'all out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing with no one. But then y'all get to say, oh, black, you know, because I have a child, you get to make it. No, my kid's mixed. First of all, I'm not out here just, you know, grabbing any Keisha I can, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, making a bunch of babies with y'all and having a bunch of different baby mamas. No, man, you women that be out here making babies, you're always the same type of woman. There's black women out here that aren't making a bunch of babies, that are getting married and things of that nature and carry themselves a certain kind of way. And there's a bunch of y'all that just be making a bunch of babies. You're ratchet as hell. You've gotten on the internet and learned some lingo and terminologies, and now you act like you're coming across as a certain type of higher level black person in the black community, and you're not. And you don't come off that way. You're not fooling no one, not no one in the black community that's on that higher intellectual level and just have a, you know, a more based, you know what I'm saying, representation of themselves. Y'all are just out here saying whatever. You take no accountability for anything, for anything. And then again, you're allowed to get away with it because on these panels, especially like Lapeef, he don't care about nothing. He just wants to get views. You know what I'm saying? Make inside jokes and tell everybody, hey, one mic, y'all. Hey, one mic, y'all. Hey, one mic. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all calm down. One mic. One mic. That's all he wants to do. You know what I mean? And as long as, you know, he has controversy on it, he don't even care. You know what I mean? These women shouldn't be platformed. These women that are out here making babies out of wedlock, that get on these shows with these horrible wigs and weaves, you know, and talk over men, showing that they have no respect for themselves, no respect for the men that are around them trying to listen to them. Like I heard the Lapeef, one of them dudes on that Lapeef panel say, I don't know, it was Darwin or whatever. He was like, hey man, we're the only dudes that care enough about y'all to even be talking to you. And he is right about that. He is right. The rest of us would never, we would never get on a panel with you. We would never let you sit there and talk over us, argue, say a bunch of nonsense, get away with it, and then have Lapeef tell us that we need to move on whenever we start getting the better of the argument. Hell no. I got to be on a panel where I can complete my argument and make these women and dude mute the chick so she can't talk over us and get the whole point across. They don't want to do that kind of stuff because they be thinking that the drama is what brings the views in. No, you're rage baiting. That's never going to work out well. That's rage baiting. You're not reading the comments, and then you could tell they don't read the comments because they don't even have any responses in the comments. So you don't care about the people that are watching you at all. Even the people that troll me, I respond to them. You know, I got a large channel. You can respond to one or two comments though. None. And then again, there's also content creators that only respond to the comments where they're praising them. You know, this one chick I watch, she only responds to comments from people that praise her or say she's doing a good job. Anytime someone's telling her about herself because she might be saying too much or whatever about men, she don't even respond to it. You know, Jamaica, you know, these these women, dude. Also, you know, just summing it together too. I was watching that Lapeef thing, and there was one chaos agent on there. It was like everybody was kind of like in harmony towards the end. It was a long ass live stream, but it was really good. It was really good. And everybody's coming in harmony. And this one chick was like drunk and would not let things go and kept causing problems. And she waited to the very end of the live stream to say that her family is from Britain. She's British. She's a tether. And she was on there the whole time causing problems. So even if we could try to work things out, there are chaos agents cosplaying as American Black people that won't let you know that they're first generation tether. They won't tell you that. They'll just act like they've been here all this time through Jim Crow and slavery. They have not been around. They don't share the same lineage as you do. What they're doing is using it to go viral. They have no attachment to it. So it's easy for them to bash Black American men. That's not even their men. It's not even their men. You know, all I'm saying is this, man. These women, I don't care what they say. They know that they're aging out. They know that they don't have a backup plan. For the ones in their late 30s and 40s, there's no way to trick anyone into getting with them. So when you hear them also talking about, I'm getting these young guys, man, these young guys have no choice. These young guys cannot go after women their own age. The women their own age are straight trash. They are mindless robots. They just regurgitate stuff. They have no attachment to anything. They don't know what they're saying. And then they're trying to outdo the generations before them. So they are really reckless with their mouth. So these young and then the younger chicks are full of STDs. Like they'll be openly having the bumps, like scars on her lips, and just having it on there, and then just trying to just show it to the guys, I guess, to normalize it so that it's not stigmatized. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. They don't want to be around those chicks, man. Those chicks are soulless completely. So of course they're going to go to the older women. You know what I mean? And what kind of brag is that, you know, for an older woman to get with a younger guy? Like, how is that even a flex? It's not. A young, horny dude? I'm just saying, man. I mean, appreciate y'all. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Steve. I'm just talking, man. I'm just a guy, you know, right outside the gym, wearing shades in the middle of the night. What do I know? You know, I'm just telling you this, like, them knowing that you can, even the guys that are considered the bottom of the 80% can go overseas and get a woman that would be considered in the top 2 or 3%, you know, of women in the States. And it pisses them off because they thought they had this hierarchy set up where, well, if you're a nerdy Black guy, you know, the ones they be talking about from school, you'll never get a certain level of woman. And they get comfort from that. But knowing that those guys are able to get high levels of women, like when those guys overseas are showing the women they're getting, man, it makes them it burns them up, man. It burns them up. My whole thing is, gentlemen, I'm 40 and I was married for 9.5 or in a relationship for 9.5 years out of that 40 years. And, you know, we're not doing nothing crazy in our teenage years. So really, you know, 18 and up, when we really get to cracking. And I just don't understand. And I feel like I had a long dating career prior to getting married. And I don't regret getting out of the dating career into marriage and chilling and just being able to lay with somebody, watch our shows, do what we do, you know, being safe and having to worry about diseases. How can a woman be in the dating game 20 plus years and not want to retire, want to wait until 40, be in it, you know, through her 20s, bro, through her early 30s, get to her mid 30s, be like, oh shit, what? Even what about the ones that get to 40? What were you doing? Bro, this This is how good it is for Black women being single. They don't want to have a man. They don't want to be told what to do. And when they get that freedom, man, they're just getting smashed out. They ain't got to worry about nobody telling them, holding them accountable for how much they're getting smashed out and getting with these loser dudes. Then they can just pick whatever loser pookie. They don't need a successful man. They just need a pookie with the frame that they want their kid to have. So then they can just go ahead and steal that goofy nigga seed, right? Because he just laying with them. Then they're doing everything outside of the order of God, and they're enjoying it. Then they're the first ones to start talking Bible verses, and they're so messed up in the head, dude. I have so much to say about it, but I just don't have enough time in the day. The best thing to do is to get your passport and get up out of here. Their whole game is mental manipulation. They have no value to you. You are a king. Oh, well, we bring, life into this world. Without the seed of life that comes from me, you ain't going to bring in shit. And at the age of 35, that incubator is dead. The hell you talking about? You know what I'm saying? It is dead. Let's go ahead and trade you in and get a new one. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I can keep making babies up to my 80s. Men are the prize. But just because society in this culture, it thrives on men not knowing that, us chasing women, giving our power to them, and then them being the largest consumers, it keeps this shit going. But when men don't do that and allow women to run stuff and sit back and be like, listen, no, I don't need you. You need me. Wait a minute. I'm tired of funding all this extra shit, these holidays. I'm tired of funding these stupid ass birthdays. I'm tired of funding these stupid ass trips all the damn time. We should be focusing on, trying to build generational wealth that our family, can take advantage of instead of working jobs for other people to make them wealthy. But you can't never think right when you got a woman that's always nagging, always wanting something. It's set up so that you'll never be able to think. And men are thinking too much. They're thinking too much now. And now women again are being useful idiots. The system don't want men thinking. They don't want us out here talking. But what they can do is suppress our content, push all this woman stuff to the top, and then let the women think that they're doing something. And really, it's the system. It's the ones running the system that want to make sure that the men, our voices don't get out. You know what I mean? And the women, are just, they're useful idiots. They're thinking they're doing something, and they're getting on here daily projecting their trauma and pain from their previous relationships. I mean, only a woman can get online daily and just bash men into the ground. I'm not talking about doing reaction. I'm talking about just coming up with random scenarios as to why she's single, why men are going overseas, why men don't want them, all this weirdo stuff posting on IG, YouTube. You're leftover losers. Where are your husbands at? Where are your children in wedlock? Why aren't you having a great time with them off the internet? We already know that the internet is a weapon, and it's a place for people to escape reality that are, in deep pain in real life. So if they're on here long periods of time, they're addicts, giving these women the drug, and now the women are using that drug against themselves and us. It's fried. It's done. Okay. There's no way for men to benefit in this type of system. The system will never reverse itself or calibrate itself for men because we're not going to put money into it like women do. So it's going to always promote them being on top. We're the bad guy. We're the problem. A guy like me is a problem with the community, even though I'm a 2-time Army combat veteran, worked for the White House, self-made engineer, single parent, just taking care of my business, handling everything. But I'm a problem because, like that M. White guy said on Lapeef, the intellectual people are moving out the community and taking their intellectual selves with them and their DNA. And that's not my problem. If you had a product worth staying for, I would stay here. How are you blaming that shit on us for having some sense? You want us to stay here, and you want me to put my seed into a woman that does not like me, that thinks that she's settling for me? Are you crazy, dude? So I can say I got community? Bro, stop talking, man. Y'all are not talking from good faith. You're literally people that want to keep blaming men or pander to women for whatever weird ass reason, right? For being some type of weak male. And you don't want to never hold these women to task properly. So it's a lose, 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 lose. You have to get your passport. You have to get up out of here. You have to. You hear this stuff. And again, it's different in real life. It is. A lot of women in real life aren't moving like these internet women are, but they're still egotistical and conceited. They're not really approaching on the level that they should. They know that they're the ones that need to find somebody before a certain date, or they're miserable, but yet they're still orbiting people, orbiting men, and refusing to just drop that opener. Orbiting, doing all these different, because they want to feel like they can manifest you. They want to tell their girls, I manifest. You're not manifesting nothing. You're not going to manifest me. You're, man, bro, if you really knew how messed up they were in the head, if you really knew what they were thinking while they're out here watching men that they know that they want, but they're in their ego and their pride too much to do anything other than want us to change the way we're moving and start chasing them again. That's all that they want. It'll never happen, but that's what they want to happen. And they'll just sit here and watch you and study you and die alone. Like they'll take it to the grave. They're weird, bro. They're weird like that, man. They're weird like that. They think that we want them as bad as they want us. They think that we're playing hard to get. No one's playing with you, man. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Couldn't be me. I couldn't be out here watching women that I find super attractive, knowing that at 35, 40 at the latest, my nuts dried up. You know, I got to make some move. It couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. You know, the best thing about men, you know, Father Time is on our side. We get to just sit there and just chill. You know, while y'all age out, start shriveling up, and wishing that you had a man as you start shriveling up, talking about, oh, you guys, you just looking for somebody to be your caretaker. What the hell are you talking about? If dudes take care of themselves and work out or whatnot, we're pretty much fit until we drop dead. Y'all the ones that fall apart and need to be patched up throughout life. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time. I don't want to hear it, man. They're always trying to find a way to flip the script, you know, make it seem like we need them for something. And then whenever guys ask them, what do you bring to a man? It's always some, you know, non-tangible type of shit. You know, just some spiritual stuff, some, you know, fugazi, you know, just magic. Well, I'm going to give you the inspiration to want to be the greatest version of yourself. I'm going to be the wind beneath your wings to give you what you need motivation wise to rise up to be the greatest man you could. What the hell are you talking about, man? What the hell are you talking about? You're just saying stuff. You're just saying stuff. It doesn't mean nothing. Bitch, I want you to get your ass up in there and hit them books. Figure out how to do our business taxes and evade as many taxes as possible. I want you to be making as many write-offs as possible. I want you to be able to add to the family business. I need you to do what I need for you to do. Hey, get in that house, X, Y, and Z. Then I need for you to take care. I don't need you to do anything else outside of that. Don't create space for yourself where you're basically sitting on your ass, acting like I'm a woman and therefore I'm going to make you a better version just by being around you. The hell are you talking about? Stop being this way. It ain't getting you anywhere. Don't need you around like that. Do you understand? Do you understand what we're showing you better than we can tell you? Y'all be out here on these podcasts letting these doggone female podcasters gas you up. Look into those hoes. You know, even if they're in a relationship and they're on a podcast daily arguing with men that they're not married to, how happy do you think they are in their marriage? Is that the kind of relationship you want with your spouse, where you got to get online and argue with men that you're not married to get through the day? How, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, you know, look, dude, they see that you're getting better with time. You have plenty of options. and they see that their options are dwindling and drying up. It's going to get reckless out here. They're going to get more mouthy, but I'm telling you right now, I was already predicting that women were going to approach men a couple years ago. And I'm telling you right now that women in a year or so, by 2027, are going to be completely okay with openly sharing men. I'm telling you, there's too short supply of good men. No men, not even in the lower 80%, are falling for women's BS anymore. So they got bills to be getting paid. And, money talks and BS walks, man. At the end of the day, man, they want to be taken care of. And then, it's going to be like a prestigious thing if you're able to get one of these high value guys and be one of the women that he has. You're well taken care. I'm just going to be real. That's what it's going to be. All this pride and all this one, man, that shit going to be right out the door when these bills are due. That credit done gotten jacked up, man. This man bashing wave of making content dries up. They're going to be looking to get their bills paid, man. I'm telling you. They're going to rebrand themselves. They're going to stop being so basy. They're going to be trying to smile more. They're going to be trying to act submissive. You got to be on your P's and Q's. Best thing to do, get up out of there now. Bro, I want to be on the outside looking in. I want to be in one of these four, not want to be, I'm going to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for my kids' stuff to come through. But, I'm going to be on the outside looking in. I'm not going to be in this stuff, listening to these crazy ass women, on the internet. And then in person, again, they're not like they are on the internet, but again, they're still full of arrogance. They still think that, you're going to approach them and they're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, as far as black women in the black community, other groups of women will approach you, man. Yeah, they'll approach you. I ain't gonna lie to you. They will. You know what I'm saying? So, keep this in mind. They see the shift. They know what's going on. They're wigging out. They don't know what else to do. They see that you have plenty of options and you get to go overseas and get whatever woman you want without all this American BS, without them trying to rewrite the rules. They want to be men with a vagina, and then they want you to be a masculine man with this man with a vagina. And that's not going to work. I don't want that. I don't like the way you're rewriting the script. You want to be able to do what you want to do. You want to be able to move around how you want to move around. And then you just want a guy to brag to your friends. You want a butt break an alpha or a sigma type of guy. So you can be like, look at the guy, I got 6 foot, blah, 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 well accomplished, blah, blah, blah. But I don't cook for him and I don't clean. And you want to butt break him. You want to take his soul. You have plenty of pandering dudes that are in your DMs. Take one of those already broken men. That's not good enough for you. You got to take the soul of a man. Do you understand what we talk and the way we talk? And you'll still victimize yourself, of course. You'll take my words and victimize yourself. Oh, it goes another man bashing women. No one's bashing women. I'm talking about these females and how you don't know how to appreciate yourselves. You not take any accountability, like you have any pride, proper pride, right? For your family or anything like that. You just put everything else on men. You pick women, you put women, the guys they pick, you put that accountability on all black men. That's weird. No one's a caveman. No one is like, you, my woman, crack you over the head and drag you back to the cave. You pick these men you lay with. Oh, well, they tricked me. Well, then you're a fool. Whose fault is it? You're a fool. You're supposed to think everything through in life. How important is your life to you? You need somebody to hold your hand and tell you, oh, worry about this guy. But man, this is your life. And I'm not going to be held accountable for your horrible decision making. You know what I'm saying? Process. Probably based off of your childhood experiences with the lack of the father in your home or the relationships you had with men in your past. That's not my fault. You don't get to pick bad and then blame it on me. Oh, well, these men they'll trick us. And then you men, no. Y'all are getting males. If you were with men, you'd probably be married, have some children in wedlock. No, you're getting with males and you're conflating the two. You're getting the bottom of the barrel male. And the reason why you get this broken male is because you can tell that he's not authoritative enough to put you in your place. And that's why you get with this broken dude, right? He has some kind of mother issue or something like that. But a strong male that you know is like, I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. That's not the way I date. The hell are you talking about? Let's break it down then. Oh no, let's break it down. You trying to tell me that I'm not finding different ways to emotionally tap in and figure out if you're giving me any kind of blues clues as to, what's wrong with you? No, we can break it down. We can figure it out. Then I'll tell you about yourself as to why, if you really cared about me, I wouldn't need to figure out your blues clues. You would find a way to make sure you articulate to me that there's a problem in some type of way and we need to come to a solution. But you don't want to do that. That's why I got to be careful what I say, because I'll say things like, I've previously spoken about like things I've learned from our previous relationship. And I got a bunch of trash content creators that watch me, more specifically females. And then they'll just be like, well, guys aren't out here doing what they need to do to tap into women who are giving them signals that they're not picking up on. You're a grown person. If you really cared about the person you're with, if you know that they're not picking up on whatever you're putting down, then you'll make it more obvious. That's why I left for stinking ass. I told you, yeah, I could have done this and that. Noticed more when she was hitting around. But if she didn't want to go, and you got to remember, I was with this woman plenty of years. When she used to not want me to go, she damn sure made it clear to me. When she was ready to go, she didn't make it clear to me. I picked up on that. I'm fine with it. Go ahead and go. When women want to leave, they don't need a reason. When they want to stay, they don't need a reason. You understand what I'm saying to you? So you can't sit there and blame that. Oh, you guys aren't putting in the work to try to figure out her language or, figure out the hints that she's getting. No. When y'all be working these jobs, you don't go to work and give any blues, clues, hints whenever you want a promotion or whatever you want from there. Y'all don't blues, clues when it comes to getting these degrees and whatnot. But when it comes to a man, we gotta, she's distant from me. She threw her hair over her shoulder, looked back at me a funny way, and then walked off. And the rest of the day, I didn't hear, what does that mean? I need to Google it. I need to ask, we're not doing this stuff with you. What that does is give you the ability to be immature. And then, it's still on us. No. You're immature. You don't deserve good men. You're at where you're at because you don't deserve good men. Whenever I get online or men get online and we're able to admit what we've done wrong in our previous relationships, that don't mean you get to jump on it like, you know what I'm saying, some pit bull or whatever, right? That's just us being men and being able to hold ourselves accountable and reflect on things no matter what. No matter, I didn't make that woman run off like she did and cheat or whatever. I didn't make that woman not figure out that she needs to open her mouth. So that ain't got nothing. It is what it is. But to be able to reflect and notice the things that I could have put more into, and I will in the next, situation, doesn't mean that you get to jump on that and make it seem like, see, we found. So I'm the one that told you that. I know what I'm saying when I get on here and I say it. I don't babble things out without thinking about it. A lot of times I want to see how you goofy ass female podcasters are going to respond to the things I'm saying. You're going to run with it. You're going to say something like, oh man, it turns me on when a man's able to admit when he's wrong and I like a woman like that. I likes that. But when I say that and then a woman's on a podcast talking about, or a panel, see, you men, y'all even admit that you'll overlook things and you could have worked on those things. See, you're looking for a reason to put me in the dirt. You're looking for a reason to say something bad. You're not doing anything in good faith when you speak like that. Who do you think you're fooling? But it's an easy trap to put out there because you're looking for something anyway. So let me go ahead and throw some raw meat out there and see how you react to it. And you being as low IQ as you are, you jump on it. You don't see a trap when someone's laying it for you. You know what I mean? So I see y'all jump on that. I'm like, I just put that out there and I barely put, just to see who's watching and just to see. And I keep hearing certain things like, I like when a man, can admit when he's wrong. And I admitted when I was wrong on one of my videos here, or live streams recently about my previous relationship. And I've heard two sides of it. I heard women say how it turns them on and, they like that. And I've heard women say, see, y'all be thinking that you're perfect. But then when you look back and you realize that you could have, hey, that's not the point of the reflection. That's not. You don't understand men. You don't understand how to be an adult. And that's why y'all speak the way you do. It's always from a hurt place and being a victim. Always a victim, right? That's why dudes don't want to tell you nothing about nothing, because you take what they say and use it against them. But I hear y'all talking. When you say these things, I know what you're trying to say. I can read between the motherfucking lines, right? So, like, again, you don't have to subscribe to my channel. You ain't got to admit that you watch it, but you people are civilians. I am a combat veteran. I know who's watching me. I know how to trigger you into making sure you say something in your next panel. You know, because what I'm going to say is going to resonate so deep, you're going to want to get it off your chest. Catch you again. You know what I mean? It's not hard. And knowing this data, because it's not an ego thing, it's a data thing. Knowing this data, knowing that there are women that have so much to say about my archetype but can't stop watching me, like, it goes to show a lot. It proves what a lot of guys say about y'all having a type. No matter how I'm speaking, you keep coming back, and then you keep trying to you slide little things that I've said that bother you into your dialogues. You know what I'm saying? Your monologues and stuff. It's easy to pick up. It's like, some of these women are like married. Why is what I'm saying bothering them? Oh, the only way it bothers you is that you find me attractive. Why would you even be watching me? Y'all done giving out too much information and data. You don't even see 80% of men. If a guy is an 80%er and he approaches you or he's saying things or whatever, you're gonna block him. Y'all get mad at 80%ers that approach you. It irritates you. It makes you mad. It's like, what am I? Y'all think something like, what am I doing wrong to make this 80%er think he can approach me? That's how y'all think. And he's a human being. You want to be approached. How does he know that he don't qualify for you? But that's how y'all think. But then you'll sit here and act like you don't watch someone like me, as handsome as I am. And then I say stuff, and then I see the stuff I say and the words y'all are saying. It comes out. Every woman does it. Whoever you're watching, whatever content you're watching, it comes out whenever y'all are on these panels, or whenever it comes out every time. Every time. I can always catch the women that are watching me. It always comes out. The choice of words they use, the way that they frame because I speak in a certain way. And I'm like, she's framing things like she's responding to some stuff that I've said. And these women don't even mention male podcasters. Why tell us that? We already know you're watching us. And then you're admitting that you're watching us. So if you're watching us and we've already said they're watching male podcasters, then what else that we've said is true? You know, are you regurgitating the stuff that we're saying and throwing it back in our face? And so we're all talking in circles. Men are really arguing with men because they're arguing with the talking points that men have come up with, and women are just regurgitating them and switching the gender. So we're basically arguing with men and talking in circles. Agents of chaos. Chaos. Is that what you're really letting us know that you're doing? Because I'm telling you, if you tell us like, yeah, you know, listen, they said that they're watching male podcasters. They weren't even admitting that before. Because they'll say stuff like, you guys are getting all this information from these male podcasters. No, you're projecting onto other men. You're watching male podcasters and you're feeling some type of way because what those men are saying, you can't interrupt it. You can't stop it. You can't talk over it. You know what I'm saying? You can't mute the mic. You got to scroll on, but women can't do that. When it's an attractive guy and the voice of God is speaking through them, they're going to do nothing but sit there and listen to you, whether they do it disgruntledly or not. They're going to sit there and listen to you. A dude will scroll. He might troll a little bit, then scroll, but only a woman's going to sit there, listen to it, probably listen to it a couple times, and then try to come up with talking points to because I really articulate myself really well. So if a goofy podcasting female can come up with talking points against what I'm saying, she can pretty much battle most dudes on panels. She'll never come up against me because I'm the one giving her the ideas of how to battle dudes on panels, or I'm giving her ideas of how to speak whenever she's speaking on her stupid ass social media platform. Battery died. Well, as good a time as any to wrap it up. My battery just died on I'm not gonna cry about nothing. I'll see what I can do about this. I always come prepared. Always come prepared, man. Always got some charging cables in here. The devil's a lie. The party stops when I tell you it's over. We ain't hit an hour yet. Absolutely not. You know, and again, man, I can just pick right up where I left off. I can tell, dude. Hey, ladies, listen, man. The dudes out here, like we got a coalition, and some of us have really done some things in our past. Like some of us are really certified, some of us are legit. And I take studying y'all the same way I took serious working for the White House or being in the military, because I feel like studying y'all and getting this information to men is like my duty, bro. Like I take it serious, like serving my country, because I'm tired of how y'all talk. I can tell that you're regurgitating stuff that you've heard men say. It's disgusting. It's despicable. It's degenerate. And I'm not going to let you get away with it. You're not even coming up with your own ideas. You're regurgitating things that men are saying. You're lazy as hell. How can you not come up with your own words? And you're so smart and intelligent and intuitive. You're regurgitating shit that men say. You're throwing it right back at men, what we've been saying. Or you'll just play with words altogether. Listen, it's not hard to study y'all because you're obsessed with studying us, and men don't know how obsessed y'all are with social media and the internet. And until a doctor come out and say, hey, you need a limit, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen where they're going to say that people are going to have to go to the hospital for social media addiction or scrolling addiction. And you people are going to be addicts. And there's going to have to be studies coming out, and it will, saying that watching a certain amount of social media per day is detrimental to your health. And only at that point will you addicts stop doing what you're doing, sitting online all day long, doom scrolling and studying men that you have no chance of getting, that piss you off because they don't take no knee. They don't take no crap. They say what they got to say. It's going to come out. I know you know, dude, the way y'all talk, y'all are studying, jotting notes down, and rehearsing. There are women saying stuff, bro. How do you dudes not call them out on that? There are women saying that you dudes are out here not listening to respond, you're listening to react or some crazy. That's the stuff that we've been saying to them. Why are you not calling them out on that? Men don't do that. Men sit there and listen to what you say, and then we give you, a well thought out response, and then we can follow it up. You women are sitting there not listening to nothing. You can't wait to just respond. How dare you throw that back in our face? That is disgusting to do. Men don't just sit there and just be babbling to be babbling. There's nothing productive in that. You gonna sit there and just throw that crap in our face like we didn't say that first. Low IQ, trashy. So I hear y'all do dumb stuff like that. It's like, bro, y'all ain't washing y'all ass right. Y'all coochie stink too, don't it? But you're a degenerate. You have no bottom. The men you can't stand, you'll regurgitate the words we say. The men you say that needs to work on themselves, but you'll regurgitate stuff that we came up with. What happened to all this spiritual goddess, all this stupid ass through your womb? You can start back talking like that. Men don't talk like that. Start back talking like that. Don't be trying to talk intellectual and logic and the hell you think you talking to. You men just be saying stuff to respond. You don't be. No, what are you talking about? The disrespect, man. You sit here and you watch so many dudes. You don't read nothing. You be online trying to talk about you read. No, y'all don't read nothing. You watch content. You don't read nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you read something, that means you care about your body, you care about your mind. Well, if you're reading, why aren't you getting your fat asses up and going outside and going for walks? See, I can always get you one way or another. You ones that are reading, you're fat. So you're not even getting up. So you're either fat, you know what I'm saying, or you're ignorant, or you're fat and ignorant. You know what I mean? It ain't like, you know, you yourself together. And no, even if y'all are reading and you're a little bit feminine, you're fat. You're fat. You know, so you're disqualified automatically. And then when I'm talking about fat women, it bothers you. It triggers you. Why? Because you sitting there looking like a whole whoopee cushion? Because I feel like you're farting while you're talking? You know, man, no, there's nothing healthy in that. And then you're like always bashing. No. Your junk DNA don't need to be passed down. Since you want to talk about short guys, let's talk about it. Your junk fat DNA don't need to be passed down. Period, point blank. And even if you got fat and you weren't fat, I don't want your weak ass, no disciplined ass genes either. Y'all get away with a whole lot. You know what I mean? Y'all be like, you know, and you're not, some of y'all aren't completely fat. You're chubby. But again, we need to stop doing that. You're either in shape, your BMI is right, or you're fat and obese. There shouldn't be no chubby or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You're wearing black shirts and stuff like that on panels and stuff, but your shoulders are still wide. Who do you think you're fooling? Your face is still big and your shoulders are still wide. I don't care how much black you wear. So you're on panels, being fat, running your mouths, talking about men need to shut your fat ass up. Go outside and go for a walk like I'm doing. I've been running for 2 weeks. I am too exhausted to be sitting online all night long. If you find something to do, you wouldn't be so upset with me. You start losing weight, you wouldn't be so upset with me. You wouldn't be so upset with men going their own way. You'd have more options of men. When y'all brag about degrees, this, that, and the third, are you fat though? Are you fat? If you're fat, then shut up. Not listening to you no way. Right? And this goes to the skinny ones out there because you're not safe. So you're skinny. Or do you have a glued wig on your head with baby hairs glued down the side of your fucking face? Do you? Are you sitting there online trying to catch your side profile to show off your wig? We don't care about that shit. So you're doing it for other women, right? You're showing off your wig for other women. Trifling as hell. Especially y'all that got natural hair underneath them wigs. Trifling as hell, man. Trifling as hell. You have no business talking about us. You have no business studying us. And you know, everyone's allowed to talk about whoever they want to online, but that community shit got to stop. Y'all black women only use that community. You black women and you black women panders only use that community thing whenever you're trying to shame, insult, have the need to be right about some black men. And it's the only way you can drag us into the conversation, because otherwise, if you don't use community, you're just hating on men that are doing what they want to do and mind their own business. But you can drag them into it with this community shit, right? We can't say nothing about you, you know what I'm saying, you bottom of the barrel ass females who are out here making a bunch of babies with bottom of the barrel ass males, you know, and then having a bunch of these old raggedy ass, funky ass babies out here. And it's like the worst of the worst, making babies with the worst of the worst. So we're going to have the younger generation being a bunch of the worst of the worst. And you're mad because you're not giving us any good options for us to stay. The ones that are good with the good DNA, stay. No, I'm taking my great DNA and I'm taking my talents overseas, where I'm going to be appreciated, where they're going to be looking at me and my DNA and wanting to get some, and I'm going to be very selective. I'm going to let them think that they're going to get some of my DNA, and I'm just going to be dropping loads down their mouth, making sure they swallow so they don't spit in no bag or nothing like that. and going about my business. And whenever they start getting serious, I'm gonna be moving and bouncing and rolling and shaking. I ain't nah. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be thinking they gonna be hustling me up. Nah, lady. You think no, I'm gonna be over there doing what I do. You know what I mean? Listen, all I'm saying is this: you're a king. You can go wherever you want. These women see that. They're mad that women overseas are not only speaking up for us, but fighting for us and not backing down. Finding different ways to invite us overseas, man, to try to get us to want to get over there. And they cannot stand it, bro. They cannot stand it. You know what I mean? And even if they try to gaslight you and say, oh, we're passport sis, and other men want us. No, they don't. No, they don't. There aren't any men out there coming to the rescue. They go overseas, and instead of them finding love, they disappear. They go overseas long enough, they disappear. What happened to that one chick, man, that was overseas acting out of pocket with the white makeup on her face? You know what I mean? The one that they were promoting and memeing out on a TikTok, taking her voice and voicing over it. She done disappeared over there in Dubai or whatever, jailed up, and we ain't heard from her since. Why are not black women talking about that shit? You need to be trying to figure out where that black woman's at, making sure she's safe. Worrying about us going overseas and whatnot. I'm telling you, bro, that's why you're also seeing women talking about building black community overseas. That's another way for women to get out of the shithole in the States that they're actually part of the reason for. You know what I'm saying? Run overseas, escape, and then have their nice little, group, tribe of black men from America that's over there with them. Hell no, dude. What's wrong with you? They got plenty of niggas here. You're going to go over there. Why would you take Sam to the beach? Why are you taking, these stinking coochie chicks overseas? Bro, can't be me. When I see something pop up in my feed about black communities, what are we calling ourselves colonizing other countries? What does that mean? What does that mean? Now we're colonizers. Now we're colonizing. We pilgrims. We're going to other countries and building little, little community to start over as blacks. Nah, you black women, nah. You want to give the illusion that you have these options, no, you don't. And we're not going to help contribute to that nonsense. Take your black asses overseas, community up together as women, right? And hope that, your asses don't get your organs harvested, because they on the black market for you black women's organs, man. Like, y'all crazy. Any of you black chicks traveling, y'all are crazy. They don't even be chopping us up like that, bro. They be trying to get them organs from y'all. Y'all got that Eve gene shit, and y'all be carrying your black asses around like you don't know nothing about nothing. You don't know that people want your DNA, that people wish they had it like you. And, there's a lot of wicked shit that go on in this world, and you just acting like you don't know. Acting like you don't know. Come up missing. Trying to prove a point. I built my social media up before I went overseas. I ain't disappearing for nobody. Okay? My family know where I'm going. Okay? And we know organ harvesting, none of that bullshit. Making sure I'm very strong. Making sure I ain't be playing around. No. Listen, man. Listen. We get to go over there and start over. Y'all get to go over there and fear for your life. More so than you do over here in the States. They don't have the same laws and rules. Or where's that black woman that was over here talking junk and then went to Pakistan talking junk? Where the hell is she at? Huh? They don't play that mess over there. You can't take that American black woman attitude anywhere other than here. You know that to be a fact. So you have to gaslight any man going overseas. You got to gaslight any man that's exploring options as far as white women or whatever in the States, because if you don't make them feel some type of way and manipulate them into thinking that they're wrong for doing anything other than be with you, you never have any options. You'd have no options. And that's a fact. Now, I hit my hour. Excuse me. It's 3 a.m. Go home, take my shower. No, I'm doing sanity, and then I'm going to take my shower. You know what I'm saying? My son goes back to school today, so I'll probably sleep during the day. So I'll probably go live all night. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Or maybe not. But you guys subscribe, join the tribe. What are you waiting for? Man, I appreciate y'all chilling with me while, dude, I can barely move my legs. I got my legs sitting here Indian style. I got to pick my leg up and move it, bro. Leg day, man. But I love it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how leg day is, man. You know how leg day is. Especially when you start to see the gains. Like when you're lifting heavier and you're squatting heavier, you know what I'm saying? And you're going through the, you know, you're putting the extra weight on the machine. And your legs aren't hurting as much while you're doing, like, oh man, I can put more reps in, or I can go heavier. You know, you love to see that progression. You know what I mean? You really do. And this coming from a guy, and I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was younger, I did not work out my legs. I was one of those guys like, man, I'm wearing pants. I'm just gonna work out my upper body. And I asked my friend Moon, he was like, you crazy? You don't work out your... Nah, I don't work out my legs, man. I just run and I lift weights and just work out my upper body. But like, yeah, I was fucking up. You know, you work out your legs, your biggest muscle in your body. You work out those legs, man. It's just a automatic energy boost, man. You know, you're stronger. Your legs can be worked twice as much or 3 times as much as your upper body. You know what I mean? So if you guys are out there working out your legs, you're missing out, man. You're missing out. And for those that are, hey, I'm catching up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. And for you haters, I hope I gave you some more ammunition to hate. You know, whatever makes you feel better. You know what I mean? I know y'all have horrible lives, horrible marriages, horrible content, boring content. You know, I know that even though y'all have subscribers, it's got to suck every day making those videos. It's got to. Your videos are so boring. You know what I mean? I'm talking to the dudes out there. The women, your videos aren't boring, but even the good ones, y'all nag too much. You don't need to be correcting men. I'm gonna tell you straight up, any man in your comments is like, hey, such and such, I needed that correction. Thank you. He's a simp lollipoppy, like Danica Marie would say. He ain't no real man. I don't want to hear none of y'all correcting me. Ain't none of you hoes gonna tell me shit. If you got a man, that's why you where you at right now. If you don't have a man, you're messed up some type of way. You're messed up some type of way. You have no guidance. You have no covering, no nothing. You're the kind of woman to say that I protect my man physically, mentally, spiritually. The fuck are you talking about? You don't protect shit. You know what I mean? God is the only thing that protects a man. You don't do nothing. You can pray or whatever you want to do, but God is taking care of that man. You're not covering him with your prayers. You're helping him. You're adding to it, but he don't know what you're praying about. He got to be praying to God that you praying right. He got to double behind you anyway. And make sure you praying to God right. You ain't trying to pray to make him obsessed with you or something crazy like that. He still got to be praying while you praying. I'll never be trusting you women. I'm praying for you, and I'm praying for you, lady. And I'm praying for the prayer that you praying over me, because you ain't going to be just praying any old thing. I know who you praying to. I have no idea you praying to. Don't play with me. Play about my God. And y'all do that kind of, I'm praying over you. I'm covering you. What are you saying? What does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? They do stuff like this. They say stuff that don't mean nothing, but it sounds good on the internet. What are y'all trying to go viral? Do you think it's some clippable moment? Man, just like them dudes be saying on Lapeef. Y'all need to like print out a transcript of your videos after you're done and listen to that shit. Y'all sound crazy as hell. Y'all sound crazy. That's how y'all sound to us when you say the stuff you say. Can't do it, man. Can't do it. Sit here and then still to this day not act like they have, the like not if not the best, one of the best men on the planet that is sought after, and they're still trying to talk as if they're on the same level as us. No woman talks as if they're on the same level as their men. Why don't y'all take a page out of Becky's book too? Right? Like I just had to get on a Becky for saying that all men this and that. And I was in her comment section. I'm like, well, damn, Becky, I thought your ancestors were the ones that were the worst. Because last I checked, the female slave masters were the worst ones. On the auction block, they get up there and be touching all over the dudes. They were the ones that be doing most of the R-ing of the males and the females. They were known. I don't know whether they were doing it to try to impress the white men but they were worse than the white men. So how can a Becky sit here and tell me that I'm oppressing her as a black man in this country? That don't even make any damn sense. But she don't want to say white man. She knows better. She rather piss off a black man like me and have to write a nice little comment in her comment section that got plenty of likes. And she can't respond to it because she know her ancestral history in this country. She knows she's not really talking to black men. She's talking to white men, but she can't say white man. But y'all say black man all the time. Y'all gonna let everybody know who you talking about. Black men, the black community. Why can't it be the American community? Y'all want, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want Brads anyway. Why y'all gotta always be talking about black men? Black men or black women are not the ones destroying the community. It's these black men too. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's been ran by pretty much single mothers for the past 30, 40 years, if not 50. Right? Every option they give y'all, no one's making you take it, whether it's welfare, Section 8, whatever, you take it. You take whatever free handout you can get where you don't have to be dependent of a man. It's the craziest. And it's so crazy to me how black women be talking. I don't know, we're trying to get a white man. You black men ain't shit. You black men are oppressing us. White men were literally slave masters, man. You're laying up with the descendants of the slave masters. And then you're talking about we're trying to control you. You make no sense. There's some weird Stockholm syndrome. And you think you're better than us because during slavery, a lot of black women were, getting hooked up with by the slave masters. He was over here, slave masters over there, sweet dicking and dirty macking. You know what I mean? So they've been getting, black women for a very long time. And they're just showing, this to be a fact now where they'll try to make it seem like you're weird for getting yourself a Becky. And when a Becky chooses a man, you see that they will put all the effort they have into raising their boys to be men. Whereas you'll get a black woman who, most of them try to break their boys, so that they can feel comfortable and never feel like that boy's ever going to raise up against them. Weird ideology, weird backwards way of thinking. White woman ain't going to never break her boy. Trust me, I was with one. She ain't going to never break her boy to feel comfortable and feel like he'll never do anything to her. She want to make sure that boy is as strong as possible, right? But black women will buck break their son just so they can feel comfortable and never feel like that boy's going to raise up against her. When the boy never will raise up against her, because if you're raising your son right, he's going to be way more loyal to you than any girl. I ain't got to whoop my son. I stopped spanking my kid like years ago, and I barely had to spank him. You know what I mean? So the only reason I had to spank him was because, like I said, when I, found out about him, he wasn't used to me. So, you know what I mean? And I was just barely spanking him then. I don't really have to do any of that stuff. And it's yes, sir. No, ma'am. He know better than disrespecting me. He don't want to. My son does push-ups and like squats, and I don't ask him to do it. He just sees me working out in the house all day. And I guess he wants to be like me, and that shit makes me proud. He was like, he was telling me the other day, I was like, hey son, you doing that physical therapy stuff, even, outside the therapy. Like, yeah. And I'm doing upper body too. I'm doing incline push-ups, decline. He was showing me what he was doing. And I'm like, damn boy, what are you doing here? Working out like you in prison? You know what I mean? He was laughing or whatever. He was like, nah. Because I told him, like, once you start, because when he started going to physical therapy, he's lifting weights. So once you start lifting, you got to, all of a sudden, now you got to always lift weights for the rest of your life. Okay. But the good news is you ain't got to lift heavy. You ain't gonna lift all the time. And lifting weights is really healthy for you. So it's good that you're getting an early start on it. And he just been rolling with it. You know what I'm saying? Just rolling with it. Boys don't act like that. You ain't got to buck break them. You know what I mean? My son rolls with me, laughs at my corny jokes. He knows I'm just trying to bond with him. Like he's intuitive. He picks up on stuff. And as long as you're happy as a parent and that creates a space for your child to be happy, they just want to be happy and they want you to be happy. They'll rock with you, whatever you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, people be thinking that they got to impress their kids. And I never try. I tell my kid the truth. I tell my kid everything we going, like, not too much, but like, hey, your dad got some work to do. You know what I'm saying? Rock with me, man. I'm going to get us through this. And we get to the other side. I got you. And all right, dad. Da, da, da. You know what I mean? Because that's what I wanted my ex to do. But again, like I said, women are, like I said in that one video, women are different. Had to learn that. And, they give signs when they don't understand your vision. And as a man, I shouldn't just assume that she has the faith in me that she should to go down this business venture after I've been working for pretty much most of the time that we were together. But because women love to run with that, her being my woman, she should have sat down with me. We had to talk about it. I look her in her eyes and I tell her, I got this. I got you. When have I ever failed? When have I never paid the bills? When have I never not taken care of you? She would never be able to say nothing. So again, that's a woman looking for an excuse or waiting for a moment to leave. You know what I mean? This is how men analyze stuff. Didn't do nothing wrong. Okay. It's fine for me to look back and be like, well, after listening to women talk online, I'm able to kind of like pin out the stuff that she was doing. But the women online and her are wrong for not putting that effort into figuring it out with that man. Because if you're putting out signals or hints or a certain kind of way that you want to speak and he's not picking up on it, you as an adult need to figure out how to get that point across to him. And in that way, he'll start understanding when you coming across that way and you ain't got to like spell it out for him anymore. But men are direct. You don't have to read us like that. There's never a time where she had to figure out what I was thinking. I tell her. Now I am, when I'm trying to recreate a vision, I do be in my own thought a lot, and maybe she didn't understand that or whatever. But again, I talk to her about it. This is my creativity process. And that's all that you want. We just want someone that's gonna rock with us, someone that's gonna, believe in us while we're getting things done. And y'all can come up with as many excuses as you want to. It ain't hard to give it a shot. It's really not. It's really not. But I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. It's well past the time that I wanted to be on this live stream. I want to get back and take a shower, dude. I was hitting that gym hard, man. I'm losing my voice. I can already tell. I'm getting tired. I was hitting that gym hard. You know what I mean? Like I'm really, when I get ready to go to Thailand, when I'm there, I want to be in the best shape of my life. Not kind of, sorta, nah, like walking around, shirt, little Hawaiian shirt unbuttoned, you know what I mean? Just chill. And so I got a goal and I ain't got too long to get there. I don't need like a full 3 or 4 months anyway. After I've already put on the muscle, I put on, couple months tops. Couple months tops. Oh, yeah, I'll post up your comments. Not none of that stuff where you're talking about buy and whatever else you're saying, bro. Like that'll get my live stream flagged. Not gonna post you either, Grant, where you're talking about eating your own poop. I don't care. But this can get posted. You guys, man, this is how you can tell it's a bunch of kids to be up in it. Why aren't y'all going to bed? Don't y'all have school tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? And most of y'all that being here saying the N-word, y'all are white boys. Don't think that you're fooling anybody. Don't think that you're fooling anybody, white boy. Y'all be up here saying the N-word. Most of the time, y'all are white boys. Black guys get to say the N-word all the time. Why would we type it? Why would we type it? Y'all are white boys, man. Don't think that you're fooling anyone. We all know it. Every black person knows it, okay? Getting off on being able to say the N-word. Still ain't grown out of that yet, huh? Yeah, but don't think that when y'all are on here talking and saying the N-word, that's not a black man. He's not going to be that passionate to say it, and we don't even spell it out. We normally say ninja. That's how I know you're a white boy. Don't play around. Don't playing around with us, dude. You know, saying the N-word and looking for a reaction. Did you get the reaction you wanted? Did I? Oh my God. Me? A nigga? Aw. Dude, come on, man. Getting all the comments out here. Yeah, Big Egg, I'm skipping all your comments. Just you're doing too much. You're doing too much, my boy. Steve, appreciate you. And you're still talking. Hey, keep doing that, but hit that like button. But yeah, you guys, stay focused. Understand that you're the man, you're the king. You go wherever you want to go. You can make a queen in any country. Don't let American black women convince you that they are the only black women in the world. They are super disrespectful. You ain't got to move like that. We acknowledge our African brothers, don't we? We acknowledge our Caribbean brothers, don't we? We acknowledge all of our, melanated brothers in the diaspora, right? We don't over here talk like we're the only blacks in the entire world. That's not how we talk. Now, we might, feel like we're the most known and the best, but, no offense, man, that's just friendly competition, right? Just the way, it's just the American in us. But to act like women don't have options, we don't never bash black women for going to an African. We don't bash black women for going to Jamaica. Jamaica. They be going down there getting the anaconda. You know what I'm saying? Some be coming back with diseases. And I'm not throwing no shade to my Jamaican brothers, but y'all be giving diseases to those leftover ass women. You know what I'm saying? So, I think so. Gentlemen, do you think that the American black woman is the only black woman that has a big booty? My brothers, don't be delusional like that. I know you heard of Africa. Don't do that. Are you black women trying to say that you have bigger booties than African women? Or are you trying to say you're freakier than Jamaican women? No, you're not. I was engaged to a Jamaican woman. This chick could pop on a handstand, and no, she wasn't. No. They just do that. They be knowing how to do that. Okay, so no, you're not. So your whole problem in America with American black women is you're disrespectful to everybody, black American men and everyone else. And no matter who tries to come and help you out, you find another way to disrespect them. So when you say that black men or traitors or sellouts or don't want black women, there are black women all around the world. You're disrespecting them, acting like you're the only black women on this planet. You're disrespecting them, acting like you're entitled to black men and they don't have the right to move around and meet other black women. So, you're just out here, just flapping in the wind, and you have no leg to stand on anymore, because I'm always destroying your arguments. That's my job, to think things through and find a way to shut you up because you're saying stupid shit. Instead of saying that, hey, we want you back, black man, like, You know, we love y'all. We really don't get treated the same way by other groups of men or desired, right? But you would rather watch us go to Brazil and get a black woman, Colombia, get a black woman, wherever. They're all over the place. They're all over the place. So I'm not going to be in this illusion in America where we're the last black people on the planet. And if I want a black woman, I got to deal with a Keisha or some ratchet ass, Tamika or something. Come on, man. Nah. I want a respectful woman, knows how to respect a man. And I did say that I don't need a 10 in the face. I told y'all, like an adjustable 6 or 7 or something like that, or I'm not gonna say a 5. Well, it depends on what a 5 is, but definitely an adjustable 6 in the face, but a tight body. No kind of adjustment there. The body has to be tight. I need to at least know that I got a good base in case I make a baby and the kids will be, physically fit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want any of that extra, I need like a tight body. I need that small waist. It ain't got to be the biggest booty in the world, and I am not going to lie no more. I'm not settling. You got to have some boobs. You got some titties, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I've become a titty man over the years. I used to be just about the cheeks, but I'm grown up some, man. You can't just be having your face in a woman's ass all the time, dude. It's not good for you. You know what I mean? It's not. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it more up top and just have titties in my face and in my mouth. More hygienic anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's just where I'm at. And chicks with bigger booties, it's like a chick with a real pretty face. They think that they're just the shit, man. They think they're the best thing in the world. You get you a girl with like a medium-sized booty or not that much booty, she's gonna work harder, man. She's gonna be more humble. She noticed she ain't got them cheeks that just fly all over the place, man. A little bit of wind come around, or she walks and cheeks just the buns just. She knows she ain't got it like that, so she's gonna be a little more humble, and I like that. I like that, and big booby women, they don't really be as cocky as the huge booty ones, man. Just like getting yourself a nice, hot, dark-skinned woman. Dark-skinned women are more humble than like light-skinned women. For whatever reason, I don't care. I don't care what traumas you went through in your past. I don't care. Whatever made you humble like you are, I likes it. I likes it. Black woman's a black woman to me. I'm not like, if I wanted a light-skinned chick, I can get a mixed chick. I can get a Spanish chick. The hell? Why wouldn't I get a brown or dark-skinned black woman as opposed? Why are you light-skinned chicks out here so stuck on yourselves? That shit is done. That, like, y'all still on that light-skinned stuff, and that shit is done. There are mixed chicks. There are racially ambiguous chicks, man. Like, what are you doing? Still thinking that you somebody because you light-skinned chick? Bruh, I like my nice and humble dark-skinned ones, man. I ain't never had a dark-skinned woman that has a stinking coochie. No hyperpigmentation. You know what I'm saying? They need to get over themselves. That light-skinned chick shit, I won't even look at a light-skinned chick. I've had too many bad experiences with y'all anyway. Every chick's coochie that stunk I dealt with was a light-skinned chick. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ain't even got a good reputation with me. I ain't want to hear that shit. Not saying I'm traumatized, but I know y'all got a stigma, and I know that y'all think that you're better, and I know that a lot of guys go after y'all still on some weirdo shit. That's weird. Like, why are y'all still chasing light-skinned chicks? There are so many different kind of light-skinned women. Why are you chasing that? That is so weird to me, man. This is weird. Weird as hell. But maybe it's a lack of options on the dude side. Maybe that's what it is. Well, hey, it was a Pandora. I appreciate you coming through and letting me know how you feel about me. You know what I'm saying? It's not that often that strangers come by and express their feelings so openly, right? But you guys hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe. You don't want to miss any of these weird videos. And if you feel like that is weird, that's the truth, man. Light-skinned chicks have a stigma. Light-skinned chicks think that they're better than what they are. Light-skinned chicks think that I give a damn. No, I don't. I'm not one of these dudes out here that don't get women. You are not special being a light-skinned chick. You're more special being a brown or dark skin. Light-skinned chicks, oh, everybody's about that cream color nowadays. There's nothing special about you. There's nothing special. Don't come over thinking, oh, I'm light-skinned. He gonna think I'm cute. Motherfucker, you've been better off being mocha, brown, or dark skin. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. I could give a shit less. Hey, listen, you're welcome. Come back anytime. But look, you guys, I don't want to hold you. I love these rants, but somebody just pulled up and has nothing to do with me. I don't even know why I said that. I'm about to leave anyway. I don't even know why. I don't need that as a way to get up out of here. Yeah, somebody pulled up and has nothing to do with anything about this live. I don't care. Display my Karen. He proceeds. Dude, why are you typing in the comment section what people can obviously see? Right? You don't need to narrate anything. Do you understand? This is how you know you're a gazinial or something. You're emotional and y'all don't know how to read or anything, but you love to text and you love to emote your emotional feelings. You think that your emotions matter. You think that your feelings matter and your opinion. Okay? It doesn't. I'll put you on though. I think you need to just relax. You know what I mean? I put all your comments up. But I don't even know why you people are up this late. People, I don't even know why you kids are up this late. You have school tomorrow. Not tomorrow, today. In a few hours. You have school. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Go find something to do like sleep. All right? You're at work in your bed playing with yourself. You know what I mean? You're not no grown person at work trolling me, my friend. I don't think so. Absolutely not. Why are you putting emojis in your messages? Why do we need to know your emotional state, or if you're smiling or if you're laughing? Why do we need to know that? Are you getting nervous? Is that what that is? You don't need to type everything that's on your mind and your emotional state. We don't need to know what kind of facial expression you have on right now. That doesn't matter. Okay? You people do stupid shit and no one ever checks you. There's no, you know what I'm saying, possibility you can do that. What I'm doing is giving you a lesson in how silly you sound. And no matter how much you try to gaslight, you know what I mean? If you are at work, you're over here watching me, trying to troll me, trying to get a reaction, right? I told you the live is over. So I'm basically just shooting the shit with you at this point, running up the numbers, getting paid for you interfering in my live and taking up some of my time. I'm getting my money back. That's all that I'm doing. Whatever you're saying in the comment section means absolutely nothing to me. You're just a weird person that's obviously looking for some type of reaction. So, but did you hit that like button? Most importantly, before I get off here, no, don't stop talking now. You're still typing in there, your emotional state. Did you hit that? Yeah, word, whatever you're saying. Did you hit that like button? No. You're doing a lot of talking, but you're not answering my question. No, you didn't hit the like button. Okay. So I have to get my money this way. Right? I have to sit here and run it up for a few minutes, get my money's worth, because you're not hitting the like button. I might get a new subscriber as well. Maybe even someone else with the like button for you. But I'm getting my money back, man. I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know why you're flirting with me. I don't know why you're sticking around. I'm guessing that I'm pretty much probably making you feel like I'm beating you in this back and forth and you don't want to let it go. It is taking you a while to type back. You got to be a little bit quicker than that. Okay. And try not to get so offended to the point where you need to try to gaslight. That gaslighting is a last resort. It's a weak defense. It's basically what women do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even this comment in itself, to assume I'm upset based off of what I'm saying is ignorant. You know what I mean? So again, thank you for the time. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I'll put your comment up there, but you know, I don't know if you're a male or female, and I don't know how down low dudes flirt, but I imagine talking to a dude that don't want to talk to you is really, considered flirting. So I don't know however you want to describe it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really trying to talk to you and you steady talking. So I consider that flirting. I don't want no dude flirting with me. So I don't know why you're still talking. I don't know why you're still talking. You're not a girl. I refuse to believe that you're a woman. You do type like a woman. You did get emotional like a woman. You did put emojis in the comment like a woman. There's 3 people in here. The hell are you talking about? Lord help me, man. I don't even know why you females can't stop watching my handsome face. I have no idea why you know what I'm saying? Y'all just can't get enough. I don't know what you're talking about. Which caption? What caption are you talking about? Are you talking about the title? What are you talking about, Boom? What's going on? Is that a picture of you in the avatar? Maybe you are female. Okay, so what? You know what I'm saying? So what? So you are a woman. What is this how you introduce yourself, Pandora? Like you can't introduce yourself better than this? Come on, sweetheart. I expect more. I am in the South. What are you talking about? Boom, I am in the South. And why are you telling me to stay in the States? What does it bother you for if I go overseas? Why are you telling me all I gotta do is blah 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 blah? What you mean all I gotta do? All you gotta do? What does that even mean? Why do you want me not to go overseas? That doesn't. Do I know you? Why do you care? People are just you're just talking, and I get it. I'm just running numbers up too, so talk all you want. Oh, I love it when people give me unsolicited advice. Let's talk about it. Don't run off, man. You knew I was going to check you. Don't run off. Don't run off. Stay here for a second. Understand something. Unless I go to you, Boom, and ask for your unsolicited advice, well, it wouldn't be unsolicited then. If I go to you and ask for your advice, that's the only time you give me advice. You're watching me. I'm not watching you. So whatever you think that you want to see, what happens is when you shine bright, people want to be a part of your life in any kind of way, even if they're trying to create a purpose for themselves that nobody asked for. You don't need to create space for yourself in my reality. I don't need you to come in here and well, you can speak whatever you want to, right? I want you to come in here in the comment section and feel free to say whatever you want. Now, if you're speaking like you want a response from me, the response is going to be a real deal response. Now you don't ran off, because you're not commenting anymore. But you guys, it's a life lesson. You don't need to give anyone constructive criticism or advice they didn't ask for. All right. It doesn't do you any good. Doesn't come across well to the other person. And I'm not going to listen to it anyway. But you have a blessed day as well. Okay. Well, listen, Pandora, as great as this was, I'm going to have to bid you adieu. I have to get back to the house, man. And really nothing to take a shower and do insanity. But listen, I will be going live later. You guys can check in. You're not going to know if I'm going live, Pandora, if you don't subscribe and hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to know. You don't want to miss out again, man. You come up in here trolling one more time. The back and forth that we had going on here was definitely better than the back and forth with Boom. All right, hit that like button. You want to. We definitely had a little discussion here. You want to hit that like button, so go ahead and do it. You guys, you also do that as well. Share the live stream. Drop a comment, replay gang, like you guys have been doing. I love chopping up with y'all. And I'll be back a little bit later. What you got going on here? Yeah, well, I never really asked for your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely never asked you what you think. Never did. But, cool story, bro. But hit that like button, Pandora. Do that. Do that for yourself. Right. And in that way, you can come back in here and volunteer more immature, crazy ass advice and opinions. See, there you go. Yeah, there you go. You subbed. That's all that matters. And then maybe I'll see you up in here telling me, my opinions or a little whatever you said, right? As if it matters. Another attempt. Does that stuff normally work? Like, I just want to know, like, does that stuff normally work on people? Like, when you type that in there, trying to, get a reaction, do you normally get the reaction that you want? Do people normally fall for that? Do they normally put you on a pedestal to think that your opinion matters enough to get upset about it? I'm just curious. I'm curious. But again, you guys, I'll be back in a little bit. It takes me about 30 minutes to get to the house. And we'll be going through some reaction videos. I will be jumping on TikTok and doing some reaction videos and working out. So don't miss that. And look, man, I'm back at it. I love chopping it up with y'all, man. I really do. I miss going live. I just had a lot of stuff going on. I don't like getting online and whining about it. I'll talk about it after I get through it, but you ain't gonna catch me whining about it too much. Like, I'm just gonna, handle my business. And then when I'm on the other side of things, you know what I mean? Well, I don't know. You do have gods, so you're not talking about the Most High God, and you do have little g. So whatever little g God you're talking about, maybe trolling is that God's favorite pastime, but the Most High God doesn't have anything to do with that. Don't put that on my Most High God, right? Your insecurities and, inadequacies and your boredom has nothing to do with the Most High God. Nothing to do with it. And I know your generation, Gen Z, you think that trolling and the comment section, it means something, maybe to you and younger millennials, but older millennials and up, it means absolutely nothing. Your words mean shit to me. It means absolutely nothing. We're just a different kind of people. You have to be in our face talking to it. It don't mean nothing. You people, and I'll say this before I go. You people are just obsessed with the internet. You were raised in it. You're internet tether babies, right? So your social media and social media in general is attached to you. You care what online personalities think of you and think of your opinion. But, those of us who are raised outside, in nature, before cell phones, before the internet, we're not tethered to it like that. So you babbling in here, it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool to see, because the way that y'all react and the way that y'all keep trying to get under someone's skin, it lets me know that would get under your skin. That would bother you. The stuff that you're saying and projecting onto me, it would bother you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to know that kind of information. But as far as us old heads, man, it's not possible. Like when I was going through my healing journey, I just went through a divorce. Like, yeah, I got up in here and cooked some of y'all up. But, look, man, don't flatter yourselves. Don't flatter yourselves. I was going through a whole dark night of the soul, and that's the only reason why I was cooking up you trolls. Other than that, right? You don't mean anything. You're insignificant. You don't know how to read in real life. I feel sorry for y'all. You'll never know what it feels like to never have to worry about where your phone is at. You always got to know where that motherfucker's at, and make sure man, we're tether free. We never had to worry about them phones. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, you just don't understand. You know what I mean? It's a generational difference. I would love to go into this Pandora, but I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Maybe another time, we can tap into that conversation. But Gen Z, we don't care. Okay? We don't live like that. Let me get your comments up. Look, man, you didn't put any parentheses around it. Okay? So how would I know that you meant like a phrase? I didn't know what you were saying. Okay? And you're probably moving the goalpost anyway. But look, I appreciate the conversation. You know what I mean? I appreciate you running up the time. But again, you guys, be back later. Love and light. Salute. I'm your brother. Smash that like button, y'all, man. Whenever you watch this, it helps the channel grow. Smash that like button. Love and light, y'all. I'm out. Pandora, take it easy. Don't be up too late.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.